Hey everyone, it is Thursday. Time I would have been on sooner, but I thought the game had fully downloaded last night, but it didn't. So I had to wait a little bit for it to finish. But it's all downloaded and we're gonna get started. And we finished Assassin's Creed Rogue last week, so now we are on to Assassin's Creed 3, which is takes place during the American Revolutionary War. So that's where we are. So that's what we're going to be in. So we're going to be seeing a lot of historical figures from Rogue and the ones that we see in 3. So I hope, looking forward to it. So why don't we head on over and get started with Assassin's Creed 3, shall we? Yeah, I guess we get a visit. See what awards we have. We got the Jacob Fry outfit, and of course we got the Edward Kenway outfit, and Alexios outfit. Bayek's outfit, and yeah, let's exit. Okay. Okay, well, we have 2. We have 3, and then we have Liberation, but we'll be playing Liberation after 3, so let's get into Assassin's Creed 3. And of course, we also have kind of like a time twist kind of story as well with Assassin's Creed 3, where George Washington goes mad with power. That's what I remember with that one. So we'll be doing that also after we do the main story in 3. Yeah, see, we got single player, then the tyranny of King Washington. New. Let's go. General. Subtitles are on. Subtitle speaker name. I'm surprised they don't have black on here, but I guess they wouldn't want the text to be black because it would make it really hard for people to read in certain scenes. So we're gonna keep it as the usual white. Blood on, obviously, because that makes it more fun. We want the voice volume to be up, and as for effects volume, we're gonna lower that to 7 because the effects tend to get real loud. We'll keep the voice volume at max because we do want to hear what they're saying. Yeah, maybe 7 ought to be good. So I think what I'll do is I'll put up to 6. Okay. Let's see how this goes. If I need to, I will adjust the volume.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up or laughed them off. Sometimes both. but we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call Pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the Pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the Apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Awkward car ride.
We're here. Let's go.
It's the cave. Might recognize the cave from Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
I think we're here.
Oh. Desmond lost his glow stick. System online.
The key. You must find the key.
Son?
Sir. Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. I guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Okay, we're at the marker.
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
And up we go.
Free run your way through this little obstacle course.
Simple
That's
enough.
a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. All right, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars. All you have to do here is jump the gap.
Oh, didn't mean to do that. It's starting to look like a real world.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
And we are playing as Haytham.
Sir? Sir? Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
A deadly performance.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Yeah, he's not staying for long, so no need for him to take the coat.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
My apologies.
Excuse me.
Evening, Haytham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
You can always climb.
I already have.
Both against roads and for them. For 'tis but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by 'em.
Sir, Black Mall had sent word of trial comes on in the afternoon.
1,000 pardons. My apologies.
As the wench is very active and industrious, you may satisfy her that I'll soften the evidence.
Tom Gag, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog. When I took him the time before, I told him what
Up the ladder we go.
not mend his hand. This is death without reprieve. I may mention a booking. For Tom Gag, £40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from transportation. Or I can get more by her staying in.
Betty has brought more goods into our loft here than any 5 of the gang. And in truth, 'tis a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang take her on, she may in the common.
Though, what I'm wondering is how's the target over there when we were looking at somewhere else? Oh wait, just to get across. You know, worried for a second. I thought for a second I would have to, if it was going to be doing a bit of a plot hole where the target was over here when we all know it's over on the other side. Yeah, lockpicking. It's a bit of a challenge how they have the lockpicking set up. I forgot about that. Oh, that was a close one. Hey, Venomous, welcome on in. It's going well. Playing Assassin's Creed 3 today. As we finished Rogue, and we just started. We're controlling Haytham right now. I'm surprised nobody's noticed what Haytham is doing. Literally, he almost fell off a few times, and still they noticed nothing. I'm good. My friend and I finally made it to Act 3 in Baldur's Gate. Nice! Congrats on making it to Act 3 in Baldur's Gate. It takes a while to get into Act 3 because there's just so much to explore in Baldur's Gate. But I hope it... But have you decided what route you're gonna go? Are you gonna go like a happy route, or are you gonna try to go for an evil route?
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
I don't really know. We're just playing as we go, but so far we haven't done anything evil yet. Ah, that's good. You haven't done anything evil, then you're under. You haven't done anything evil. You're on a good track to getting a happy ending. Because when I played Baldur's Gate 3, I couldn't do anything evil at all, and I got a really good happy ending. And I'm definitely happy with it, how, for my character, how the ending turned out. It's a shame that it doesn't look like we'll be getting a Baldur's Gate 4 from Larian Studios, considering they since they kind of separated from Wizards of the Coast, which is ones who are in charge of Dungeons and Dragons. But who knows? Maybe I do know Larian Studios say they're working on new games, so hopefully maybe we get like a space version of Baldur's Gate. There's always that possibility. Oh, now they noticed.
That man there! Seize him!
But I've done no wrong. I searched him. Any weapons?
And here we have everybody going murder, and Hatham here just casually walking.
I beg your pardon. Did you notice anyone suspicious coming through?
Order! Peace, friends, there is no danger.
It happened
We
right
must
at that
leave at
balcony.
once. What are those
There's
men
a killer
doing?
about. I'm staying where it's safe.
Order! We must have order!
Imbecile! Where are you going?
We're just casually taking a walk. Is there a crime to that, sir? Right now, waiting for my friend to finish eating so we can start gaming. Ah. Hope the game go well, Venomous. Hope the game go well, Venomous. It's always fun when you get to play with friends. And we make it right out with no problems. But wait, what about Hatham's hat? He's
And
missing
how
its
was the
hat.
opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
The key.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They will.
We've already found
You've
it.
seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn.
I've been to Boston before. Very nice
Go
place.
forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
Definitely enjoyed the museum. And when it was on a school trip, and what was also neat is when one trip is on the school trip I took to Boston, I actually got to go to Fenway Park and be up in in places where usually a lot of media, the media box and everything is where people during the games are. So that was real nice. I got to see the whole park. Atlantic Ocean, day 2. Oh, Hatham's got his hat back.
Some fresh air might do me good.
You're getting fresh air. The window's open.
and then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. Oh, you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender Parnells.
So I thought. And yet here you are.
Fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this.
That's enough, Graves.
Graves, you don't want to do this. You really don't.
Listen to this, Hector. Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, fellas, call this off. If the captain
To
sees us...
hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side you on, anyway?
There we go.
I'm ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why's that? You think I'm afraid of you?
No. But you should be.
You're going up against Haytham. It ain't gonna go well for you.
Do you yield?
Never!
That's a dirty trick.
How do you like these odds?
Okay.
What's the meaning of this?
Captain!
Explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
These thought we were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Certainly.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
He's right. Wow, perfect aim. And then he goes, "What are you talking about?"
I don't
I
care for you,
missed.
Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
And it's no doubt going to lead to a mutiny.
I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Thank you.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood? Excellent.
You can tell he's scared.
Good day.
He's saying, "I need another drink." Later that evening. Oh, late is 28 is day 28.
Mr. Kenway.
Captain?
Whatever they're up to, I believe it's coming to a head.
I'd best get to work.
I wouldn't leave the key there. I'd be keeping it on me at all times.
He's cut our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxuries.
It's not right that you should feast on lamb and wine. He's a shifty fella. Where's tinned fish and biscuits?
You looking for another fight? That it? Go away.
Oh, let's play the game.
Quite the basting you gave Graves and Quill.
Wasn't by choice.
Aye. Blockheads, the both of them. Where are my manners? Louis Mills. Pleased to meet you.
Haytham Kenway. So, should I be watching
Oh,
my
we got a bit of an error there in the
boys learned
hand of the
their
mesh up the model
normally
is
not so
cutting into
nasty.
the drink cup.
Honest, it's just the past few crossings have been a bit rough.
Oh?
Captain's trying to cut costs. Reduced rations, lower wages, more dangerous cargo. It's put the crew on edge.
Is there cause for concern, then?
Not if I can help it. But the captain needs to think about the way he treats his men.
What's this guy have to say?
I ain't got nothing to say to you.
And let's talk to him.
You there. I have some questions for you.
That's nice, but I ain't got time to gossip. Probably wouldn't have anything useful to share anyway. You want information? Try the cook or the doctor. Everyone's always chatting them up.
Well, the cook and the doctor would know a lot because people do chat in where they are. Doctor would know more about the patients, and the cook definitely would know, considering everybody eats in the same mess hall.
Doctor, if you have a moment.
Have you taken ill?
Oh, nothing like that. I was wondering if you'd heard any rumblings of trouble aboard.
What sort of trouble?
Unusual complaints or grievances? Men taking issue with the captain or
You
the
sound
passengers?
just like James. Like I told him, I've been much too busy with my research to notice anything not work-related.
And where might I find James?
The galley's your best bet. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Okay. So we go speak to James.
Are you James?
Aye.
Haytham Kenway. Pleased to meet you.
I know who you are.
I was hoping you could answer some questions.
I figured as much, but not here. Follow me. So, what do you want to know?
Have you seen or heard anything out of the ordinary since we left port? Anything that gives cause for concern?
Some of the men have been gathering at night on the upper deck. I've only caught bits of their conversations, so I couldn't say for certain what they're up to. But I suspect it bodes ill.
Is it a mutiny they're planning?
All I know is they've little love for the captain. Mills has been trying to talk him down, but there's only so much one man can do.
Well, if they're reducing rations and not like feeding them enough, that can happen. A crew will get angry if they're not fed well.
I wish to see us reach the colonies alive.
Because if there's one thing on a ship you want a happy crew, because if it's a happy crew, you'll have a successful voyage. Unhappy crew, the crew gets miserable and eventually they mutiny against the captain.
Evening, sir.
How are things?
Calm and quiet. Just the way I like it. What brings you topside?
Thought I'd wander a bit. Stretch my legs. That's all.
Take care where you tread. The deck hides all manner of danger in the dark.
What was that? Someone's throwing cargo overboard. But why?
That it does send up some red flags. Why would they throw a cargo they were trying to bring in? It's such a waste.
He's cut our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxuries.
It's not right that you should feast on lamb and whilst we're stuck.
We got ourselves a clue here.
Biscuits.
And they're painted. Maybe they're leaving a trail.
Curious. Most curious.
They're definitely leaving a trail for something, but I can't remember what. Day 33.
Any news?
Each night it's the same. I scout one area, and they drop the painted barrels from another. I'm going to need to recruit an extra pair of eyes. Maybe James or Mills.
Why are they doing this?
Near as I can tell, the barrels serve as markers. They're leaving a trail. My fear is it's only a matter of time before whoever's following it.
Ship sighted aft! She's making ready to fire!
Beat
to
quarters,
there's
men! Ready them!
And there is the ship.
Everybody down! A warning shot! Seems they don't mean to sink us, but board us instead. Man the cannons! Make ready to fight! I want you below decks.
Why? Let me help you secure the ship.
Do you know how to rig a sail? To load a cannon? To wage war at sea?
Should, because we
now return to your cabin, or do I need to have you escorted?
Shay, he had him on the ship in Rogue, so he should know how to do some fighting.
Secure the hatch.
Haytham.
Have you been topside? A ship's appeared and means to board us. It's strange. There's no sign of mutiny aboard. Doesn't make sense.
Ah, but it does.
What do you mean?
Did you think you could escape from London so easily after what you did at the opera? That we wouldn't notice? That we wouldn't follow?
Ah. So that's what this is about.
About the assassination.
Surrender, and I will see that you are treated with honor.
If you wish to treat me with honor, give me a sword.
Are you sure this is how you want to play it?
Okay, time for another combat tutorial. Come on. Ooh, right into the barrel. And that's that. Now I just need to clean the blood and hair off my sword.
I told you to stay below decks.
I did as you asked. Only Mills was there waiting for me. He's the one that drew that ship here. There was no mutiny, only him.
What do they want?
Me.
Then they can have you.
Is that so?
They'll catch us anyway. There's nothing to be done.
I can think of something.
You wish us to sail into the storm?
It's our only chance.
I won't do it.
I don't think you have a choice.
All right, all right.
The Atlantic Ocean, later that day.
We need those ropes secured! I told you this was madness.
Calm yourself. I'll fix your sail for you.
Okay, time to do some climbing. Secure the rigging! Oh, that doesn't sound good.
We need more speed! Loose the sails! Hate them! You take the foremast! James, to the mainmast with you!
I feel like we should have Pirates of the Caribbean music playing right now. Well, there goes the mast.
The rope's too wet. I'm slipping. Help! Please!
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Nathan lost his hat again. Why is he always losing his hat? Day 72.
Make ready for our arrival, men!
Arrival? I see no land, only this interminable fog.
The gulls tell us all we need to know. Climb into the crow's nest and you'll see.
Okay, time for more climbing. Go. Ubisoft presents Assassin's Creed 3. Journey to the New World. Boston, 1754.
Master Kenway! Master Kenway!
Yes, may I help you?
Charles Lee, sir. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I've been asked to introduce you to the city, help you settle it. Oh, no need, sir. I've arranged for your bags to be delivered to the inn.
Are you by any chance John and Isabella's son?
One and the same.
Your commission is with Edward Braddock, is it not?
Aye. But he's yet to reach America, and I figured I might... well, at least until he arrives. I thought...
Yes? Out with it.
Forgive me, sir. I had hoped that I might study under you. If I am to serve the Order, I can imagine no better mentor than yourself.
Bloody hell!
Kind of you to say, but I think you overestimate me.
Impossible, sir. This way.
Stop him!
Just having a leisurely walk.
Boston's quite a lively city.
There's all manner of things to see and do. Once you've settled in, I suggest you take some time to walk the streets. Who knows what opportunities you might discover.
Hold a moment. I need to fetch a few things before we get to work.
I'll arrange for horses while you do that.
Okay, bring in the world map.
Damned.
Benjamin
This accursed
Franklin.
city will be the death of me.
You seem troubled, friend.
That's because I am. Greatly so, in fact.
What's happened?
I was robbed. The old Balkan file. Though I've managed to restore what's mine, I fear it's ruined.
You mean the book?
This is no ordinary book. It's an almanac. The first I ever wrote. Benjamin Franklin, pleased to meet you.
Haytham Kenway.
You must be new to Boston.
Why do you say that?
You're still possessed of virtue. To stop and help an old lout like myself. I don't mean to impose, but you seem a spry fellow. Should you happen to find my missing pages, I'll reward you.
Look, I'm not sure if I've...
It's all right, all right. If you have the time, hurrah! If not, no harm done. The thing is useless in its current state anyway. But should you somehow manage to restore it, you'll find me inside that general store over there.
Well, that was interesting.
For the amateur, sailor, or fishing enthusiast, Porter's light watercraft have the skill.
Ah, hello. Welcome.
Buy a sword and pistol. Flintlock pistol. And as for the sword, there we go. Yeah, just enough to get the sword and the pistol.
Simpsons of Smithfield, the finest provider of...
I'm doing what it says and use L to select oh, select sword.
For all manner of Westphalian products, go to Herr Hoyts. The best products come direct.
Okay, mount the horse.
We ride for the Green Dragon Tavern. The proprietors
Ooh,
are
nice name for a
but
tavern.
The rooms are spacious and they do not pry.
Have you been told why it is I've come to Boston?
No, Master Birch said I should know only as much as you saw fit to share. He sent me a list of names and bade me ensure you could find them.
And have you had any luck with that?
Aye. William Johnson waits for us at the Green Dragon.
How well do you know him?
Not well, but he saw the order's mark and did not hesitate to come.
Prove yourself loyal to our cause, and you may yet know our plans as well.
I should like nothing more, sir.
That must be the Green Dragon. Already in the second sequence.
You lying, cheating, no good son of a bitch.
Perhaps we've come at a bad time.
Oh, don't be foolish, dearies. Please, sit. Fancy something to eat? A drink, perhaps? Or is it a bed you require?
We've already let rooms here.
Oh, yes. Of course. Masters Lee and Kenway, was it? I'll have your bags brought up. Do you require anything further?
Only privacy.
This way. Sir, William Johnson.
A pleasure. A good lad, if a bit earnest. I'm told you're putting
We've met it
together an
before.
expedition.
We believe there's a precursor site in the region. I require your knowledge of the land and its people to find it.
Sadly, my research has been stolen. Without it, I'm of no use to you.
Then we'll find it. Do you have any leads?
My associate, Thomas Hickey, has been making the rounds.
Thomas
He's
Hickey.
quite good at loosening tongues.
Well, tell me where I can find him. I'll see if I can't speed things up.
We've heard rumors of bandits operating from a compound southwest of here. You'll likely find him there.
Charles?
Sir.
We'd best be off.
Of course.
Oh, there's something over here.
Tell me about yourself, William.
What's to tell? I was born in Ireland to Catholic parents, which I learnt early in life severely limited my opportunities. So I converted to Protestantism and journeyed here at the behest of my uncle. But I fear my uncle Peter was not the swiftest of men. He sought to open trade with the Conyan Gahaga, but chose to build his settlement away from the trade routes instead of on them. I tried to reason with the man, but as I said, not the swiftest. So, I took what little money I'd earned and bought my own little plot of land. I built a home, a farm, a store, and a mill. Humble beginnings, but well situated, which made all the difference.
So this is how you came to know the Mohawk?
Indeed, and it has proved a valuable relationship.
But still no mention from your contacts of the precursor site? No hidden temple or ancient constructs?
Yeah, the temple is hidden in the village.
They have their fair share of sacred sites. Earthen mounds, forest clearings, hidden caves. But nothing matching what you describe. No strange metals, no odd glows.
It is well hidden.
Even to them, it seems. But cheer up, my friend. You'll have your precursor treasure. I swear it.
To our success, then.
And soon.
All right, let's head on down. The Johnson's errand.
Thomas Hickey?
Who's asking?
Haytham Kenway.
Is that supposed to mean something?
Show some respect, boy.
Peace, Charles. William Johnson sent us in the hopes we might expedite your search.
We don't need no expediting. Don't need none of your fancy London speak neither. I found the men that done the theft.
Then why are you just lazing around?
Figuring out how to deal with those varlets.
I have an idea.
Well, let's hear it.
I'll kill the lookout, take up a position behind the guards. You two approach from the front. When I open fire on the group, you charge in. We'll have the element of surprise on our side. Half will fall before they've even realized what's happened. Get into position, but wait for me to take the first shot.
You two, clear off.
Go on now, before you make us mad.
Oh, I have to take these guys out. Oh, it's Hickey, I think. Really? They're just gonna run away like that?
Fall back! Fall back! We'll be safe inside!
Not so much. There's a barrel right there of explosives.
Go on, shoot him. On with the show then. Guess they wasn't so safe inside after all.
Loot the chests.
Lay down your weapons, and I'll consider letting you live.
I make you the same offer. We've no quarrel. I only wish to return this chest to its rightful owner.
Nothing rightful about Mr. Johnson.
I won't ask again.
Agreed.
Well, I guess I didn't need to fight him.
Your kind has no need for books and maps. Who put you up to this?
Never seen a person. It's always been dead drops and letters. But they always pay, so we do the jobs.
Well, those days are done. Tell your masters I said as much.
Who should I say you are?
You don't? They'll know.
Don't have to tell him anything.
Hey, look, this one's got some shot on him. You might want to be grabbing it on account of your pistol being parched.
A shame so many had to die.
Back to the Green Dragon then. I need a drink.
All right. Maybe let's pick up the rifle.
Don't let go of the chest, Charles. We'll take care of this rabble.
Look at those badgers running them. Wait, them bodies is sure to have loot on them. Would be a shame to let it all go to waste.
Are you mad? In case you've forgotten, we're in the midst of something.
Why's you always got to go and spore the spore?
There we go.
Look at those badgers running around all up in his shop.
No, not the body, the rifle. Really, he's just standing there.
I hope whatever's in this chest is worth it.
Come on now. It's just a few fools with knives. They ain't so tough.
It's not the scoundrels I'm concerned with.
A huge group of them. Load. There we go. There must be two over here, so if I take these two out, that should do it. There we go. Objective complete.
Double my pay after all this if he expects me to keep at his side.
Nothing to it.
There you are.
My thanks, Master Kenway. Now, tell me what it is you'll need.
The images on this amulet, are they familiar to you? Perhaps one of the tribes has shown you something similar.
It appears Kanyan Gahaga in origin.
Can you trace it to a specific location? I need to know where it came from.
Gonna be kind of hard to do that.
My research returned, perhaps. Let me see what I can do. Thomas!
What?
Rent yourself a room. And a bath as well.
Thing is, a lot of people back then, they didn't bathe a whole lot.
Should not be much longer.
Any news?
Whispers of things. Nothing solid at the moment. I know you're looking for word of anything out of the ordinary. Dealing with temples and spirits and ancient times and whatnot. But, so far, can't say my boys have heard much.
No trinkets or artifacts being moved through your shadow market?
Nothing new. Couple of ill-gotten weapons, some jewelry likely lifted from a living thing. But you said to listen for talk of glows and ums and strange sights, right? And I ain't heard nothing about that.
Keep at it.
Oh, I will. You done me a great service, mister. And I fully intend to repay my debt. Thricefold, if it pleases.
Thank you, Thomas.
Place to sleep and meal to eat is thanks enough. Don't you worry. I'll get you sorted soon.
All right, let's talk to Charles. Start the mission.
Evening, gentlemen.
Charming.
Oh, peace, Charles. He'll grow on you.
Oi! Catherine, you fussock! Get back here! Taddy needs a drink.
How fares the search?
Maths and maps are not cutting it.
What of your local contacts?
We'll need to earn their trust before they'll share what they know.
I have an idea on how we might be affecting that. There's a man who's taken to enslaving natives. Rescue them, and they'll owe us.
Do you know where they're being held?
Afraid not.
Benjamin Churchwill. He's a finder and a fixer. He's also on your list.
And there I was, wondering whom I might solicit next. Well done.
Gotta love the tavern music. Charles, what are you doing here? You were just in the tavern.
Wonderful.
Locked.
Charles?
Sir?
Seems like we're not the only ones looking for Mr. Church.
Damn it, he could be anywhere. What do we do?
We find him. Come.
Well, that's one way. One way to get a photograph, that's for sure.
Word arrives from France that the Baron de Montesquieu has died. His work is well regarded by all Englishmen.
Should we write his family, do you think?
Not our business to meddle, even if we've the best of intentions.
But if you could have seen it, they were surely drunk carrying on like that, and during the day, no less.
Let us worry about the details while you get down to business.
Okay. Really doesn't need to tell me that it's done before, when I've done a bunch of this before.
Merseyside Saddlers wishes it to be known a great clearing of leather infantry shall take place this Friday. Come equip your dubbing with the best for less. Word arrives from France that the Baron de Montesquieu has died. His work is well regarded by all Englishmen. And today's one-penny
Scandalous behavior from one who aims to be a servant.
Okay, there we go. I was wondering why I wasn't doing it.
Truly a shameful display. Benjamin's parents would be mortified.
Perhaps I should send someone to retrieve him before he damages his reputation beyond repair.
Leave the space.
They stumbled off to the northeast, no doubt in search of a tavern or some other place of ill repute.
Start questioning those on the street. I'm headed for higher ground.
With the best for less. Word arrives from France that the Baron de Montesquieu has died. His
Okay.
work is well regarded by all Englishmen.
Climb the church and see. Time for do some synchronization. A classic in Assassin's Creed. Don't worry, Hatham's fine. He just broke his legs. Oh, the church is over there. And up we go. I don't know how Hatham's doing that, because it'd be kind of hard to do that when, because one false step and you go tumbling down. Leap of faith.
I've asked the criers, but they all plead ignorance. Bugger that! They're lying! Aye. Well, what can I do?
And it can... Oh, so much for that. That one was just a bad. That eavesdrop was just bad.
The area's definitely suffered a decline in character.
Indeed. All manner of Arifs and natty lads now walk the streets. Why, just earlier today I had a run-in with some.
Do tell.
It was down by the church. A group of men comes rushing through when one of them suddenly falls to the ground, all torn up. I thought about going to see if he needed help, but a look from one of them changed my mind.
Probably for the best. Those aren't the sort of people you want to get mixed up with.
It's interesting how they have that, where when you go through buildings, it does actually just run through them, and you don't, like, you get to wander around the house.
I've asked the criers, but they all plead ignorance. Bugger that! They're lying! Aye. Well, what can I do?
Ah, nuts. Oh, synchronization point. Once we get up here, we'll find ourselves a place to sit. I was trying to sit on the bench to listen to the British soldiers that were talking. Unfortunately, it didn't go as planned. Too bad the Leap of Faith is not anywhere near one of the eavesdrop. It's not in the, with one of the eavesdrops.
I asked if I could help, and they waved me away. Insisted it was all under control. How odd.
There we go.
Say what had happened. No. Only that it was a trifling matter, and he'd be returned home soon. There was some blood, though, so I wonder if it wasn't more serious than they let on.
Where were they taking him?
Towards the hilltop. Perhaps there's a doctor at the fort.
Okay, eavesdrop successful.
So he says to Church that one way or another the debt would be settled. Don't envy the man. He's 3 times ahead.
Well, what do you think they're planning?
All I know is he can't be good to the customs.
Probably looking for a nice, quiet place to do the deed. From what I hear tell, his work usually involves quite a bit of screaming.
Which reminds me, we'd best not buy any meat.
Good call, that.
Ah,
See, Charles? We'll
there's
have church
Charles.
in no time, just as I said we would.
If I might ask, sir, where did you learn to do all this?
It is a requirement when you are raised in the manner that I was.
Yeah, he was raised by Edward for a time until, sadly, Edward did not die of old age. He met an untimely death. And the guy who killed his father was the one who raised him, which is why Hatham is a Templar and not an assassin. Because Edward died, and the guy that ended up murdering his father, but he didn't know until later on in life, is he ended up raising him to be a Templar, but somehow he still stayed with the Templars. Though, to be honest, if I was Hatham, I would gotten out of the Templars and found the assassins.
In today's one-penny Boston Country Journal.
It's not I need to stay close to my allies, as my allies need to stay close to me.
The place is well guarded. We need to slip past them.
Well, so much for that. Oh, so many of them. Stealth has never really been my strong suit. Ow. Don't mind the bodies. They are just sleeping. Yeah, sleeping. We're gonna go with that. Charles, why are you not moving? Really? I had to tell him to follow? I don't remember that.
Locked. I'll have to find the key. Wait here.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be getting the key there. Because unfortunately his body's just sunk to the bottom of the water. So instead, I shall go up here. There we go, we got the key.
Here we are then.
Oh, it took a little persuasion.
Why must you always make these things so difficult, Benjamin? Merely provide me with recompense, and all shall be forgiven.
I'll not pay for protection I don't need.
Clearly, you do require protection. Else we wouldn't be here. How very gauche. Now, what shall we do about our guest?
Maybe I'll take his hands. Put an end to his surgering. Maybe I'll take his tongue. Put an end to his waggling. Or maybe I'll take his cock. Put an end to his fucking us.
So many options. I can't possibly decide. Take all three.
No.
Damn.
Hold a moment. Perhaps I was hasty in refusing you earlier.
I'm so very sorry, Benjamin. But that door has closed.
Be reasonable, Silas.
I rather think I was. But you took advantage of my generosity. I won't be made a fool a second time. I fear I lack the constitution to bear witness to such barbarism. Come find me when you're finished, Cutter.
You'll regret this, Silas, do you hear me?
Cutter, what a fitting name.
No. I rather think you won't.
Ooh, not the nose.
Quick little swipe and no more is. How's that sound, Mr. Church?
At least I'll be spared more of your mean prat. Your parents must be so very proud to have raised a specimen.
Silent and deadly.
Who are you?
Hatham Kenway, at your service.
I don't understand. Why are you here?
Walk with me, Mr. Church, and all will be explained.
The surgeon. Okay. Making friends is easy. I wish it were, but it isn't, to be honest. It can't be hard sometimes.
Johnson's told me what you intend. As it happens, the man who held me is the same one that you seek. His name is Silas Thatcher.
That fancy lad is our slaver?
Don't let his velvet tongue deceive you. A crueler and more vicious creature I've never known.
What can you tell me of his operation?
He hosts at least 100 men, more than half of whom are redcoats.
All this
Well, there were things he wanted to get cut off from church.
Hardly. The man's a commander in the king's troop, in charge of the south.
How does someone like that become a commander?
We need to find a way inside. Let me think on it. In the meantime, I'll attend to our final recruit.
John Pitcairn's our man. I'll take you to him.
State your business.
New recruit.
More kindling for the pyre, eh? Well, go on then.
How'd you manage that?
Did you forget, sir? My commission is with General Braddock. When I'm not attending to you, of course.
Hey Finn, welcome on in. Hope your day's going well. Love your white outfit. Thanks. This is my Death Reaper alt. I have as you know, I do have a few different color jackets I made when I made this model a few years ago. I made different color ones and usually choose one that I think would fit. And reason why on Fridays, the reason you see me with the Royal Raven one is because it matches the main character of Honkai Star Rail, because you know, with the black and the yellow. And since I'm in the Death Reaper white outfit, actually it's just called Reaper White, but I'm in this outfit because Connor, when he plays with Assassin outfit, as you notice, is mostly white. So I'm using the white one. Let me get a shout out real quick. And wow, I just noticed the color coordination. Thank you. I had fun making these, and you can't see it, but I actually did make a few symbols on the back. But with the Halloween alt, I actually Halloween Blood Orange alt, I went all out when I made that one a few years.
A bit of a
you were playing Power Wash Simulator last time. I hope that went well. A Final Fantasy clip. And I see we're playing with Luca and Dea.
Oh, he's a little angry.
And Ren.
Somebody took his toy away from him.
It was super fun. I wanted to stream today, but Craggy was Danganronpa. Could not miss that. Danganronpa. I have not played the games yet. I do eventually want to get to playing the games because I do love the series, because the first time I heard of the games series was when I watched the anime, and I did enjoy the anime. But I do love Danganronpa. They did a good job. The people that made the series did a good job on it. Because in that, you have to figure out who's the Mordor. One thing I actually do hope is, if I can, is continue the color coordinate, having the color jacket as redeems for when the new model is done.
Pitcairn, you fool!
Oh yeah, that's a good redeem. Yeah, because I like it because I've seen others have it, and it only makes sense to it, considering that in VTube Studio, I like that it made it to where it's a redeem where you can change colors if you wanted to, and I plan to have those as redeems. Of course, I'll have to figure it out because I have VTube Studio, but I haven't really done a whole lot with it, considering I don't have a 2D model of my own, except for a little slime model, a customizable slime model I found, which I only use like if I'm playing like Elder Scrolls Online. But hopefully soon I can add some other stuff too as well for redeems, like where if you use the bonk, you actually do bonk me, and with the head pats, you can give me head pats.
Were you planning to announce yourself, or did you hope my men wouldn't notice your arrival?
If you'll allow me to explain.
Oh, by all means. I should like very much to hear this.
I have not deserted, sir. I am here under Commander Amherst's orders.
Show me a letter bearing his seal, and you might be spared the gallows.
I have
not
no
the gallows.
Such thing. The nature of my work, sir.
It's the sort of thing best not put to paper.
Hatham.
General Braddock.
Okay, they have history.
Be surprised. Wolves often travel in packs.
Master Pitcairn won't be here for but a few weeks. I shall return him to his proper post once our work is finished.
The devil's work, no doubt. It's bad
Templar
enough my
work.
superiors have insisted I grant you use of Charles. But they've said nothing about this traitor. You'll not have him.
Edward, listen to reason.
We're done here. See these gentlemen out.
You really want to do that, Braddock? Okay. Well, I know what can I have as a Braddock.
And to think I used to call him brother.
What now? They'll chase us off if we try and return.
We're done with this camp. As luck would have it, so are they. Come along.
What are you planning?
To steal Master Pitcairn.
What?
You'll see. Now, when I give the signal, you're to distract Braddock's patrol and lure them into a dead end.
Okay. Okay. Wait, the target died? Was I not supposed to kill him? Because I don't remember the target dying. Is that was a Pitcairn?
To steal Master Pitcairn.
What?
You'll see. Now, when I give the signal, you're to distract Braddock's patrol and lure them into a dead end.
Oh, unless the whole troop is who I can't kill him, at least just not yet.
Where shall perhaps down Marlborough? Netmore of Lynn or Ship Street? Yes. Those fresh arrived are often soon in dire straits. They're more likely to seize a...
Be it known that the representatives of the
Tricky getting used to the controls for 3.
from the Albany Congress.
It's a bit different from how Rogue and 4 are. Of course, after we do finish 3 and all the DLCs for 3, we'll be moving on to Unity. But it'll be a while before we do that because we got a lot to go through in Assassin's Creed 3.
Now!
Go on, Charles. Here we go.
Oi! You thieves and scoundrels, one and all! Fie on you and your false war!
Ew. I think he just threw he just threw manure at him. Yeah, that's gonna be hard to get out.
Unhand him, Edward.
You again.
Let us go. And John Pitcairn with us.
I will not have my authority challenged.
Nor I.
Put them all in chains.
Well, hopefully from horses. It's no doubt from horses because we're not on a farm. If it was on from a farm, it no doubt would be cow manure. But considering we're in Boston, it's going to be horses. Okay, it's not bad then.
Ah!
But it's still, the smell.
Because you were once my brother, and a better man than this. Or should our paths ever cross again?
I know the smell of manure all too well.
You're free
Lived
now,
on a farm before, and I can tell you,
Traitor!
the smell of manure.
Join them on
Phew.
their fool's errand. And when you find yourself lying
I assume
broken
you've good reason for causing all this madness. What is it you require of me?
I'll explain everything on the way.
Yeah, I would frequent stables, so I only knew horses. Yeah, well, a few times when I did live on a farm is we have had cows before, and I would usually be hesitant. And I remember we had some Highland cattle one time. The problem we had with the Highland cattle, we had it all fenced in, but for some reason they always kept getting out all the time. Like every other day it was like, oh, they got out, and I'm like, seriously, where are they getting out? They just would not want to stay in the field. It is. They were escape artists. Yes, we did, and unfortunately, they got too adventurous, and they all sadly passed away. And we decided after that, no more Highland cows after that, because, well, after they died, we realized we just didn't have the place to keep them, because if they kept getting out. Because, I mean, we did everything to keep them in, yet they would still get out.
Gentlemen, I believe I found the solution to our problem. Or rather, Odysseus has.
How do you? Are you new
Odysseus.
The Greek hero, you lobcock.
Allow me to explain. We enter Silas' fort, under the pretext of kinship. Once inside, we spring our trap, free the captives, and kill the slaver.
Dodgy, dodgy. I like it.
Then, let us begin. First, we need to find ourselves a convoy.
At least I did. I know one thing with manure. At least I didn't end up like Biff and Back to the Future, where he would constantly end up in manure, going, "Manure! I hate manure."
If we time this right, we can catch them all unawares.
I've heard that statement before from people who've handled it. Well, I can understand. Manure's stinky. Okay, time to kill this. Okay, I don't have to be up there to shoot him. Don't mind the bodies.
Charles, you and William serve as vanguard. Let no man reach us.
What about me?
You and John will follow from a distance and keep watch over us. I'll signal you when I have need of your services. We're here to help you, along with those held inside Southgate Fort.
Free me.
Not until we're inside the gate. I can't chance an inspection of the gate going wrong. I'll see you safe. You have my word.
Remember, that's Connor's mother. Connor's mother right there. At least we know
the Silas operation.
That's how they've met.
How many men we might expect, the nature of their defenses. You must be rather important to him if you were given your own escort.
Sir, we've enemies ahead. Shall I engage them?
No. Let Jonathan and Thomas take care of it.
As you wish.
I wish you'd trust us. Though I suppose it's only natural for you to be wary. So be it.
Got some goats over there. And we got some cows.
Halt! Identify yourselves! Where is Lieutenant Jones? What's the meaning of this?
It's a prison and transfer.
Engage the enemy!
All right, we're slowly heading up.
Goddamn dogs.
You, in the car. I need to inspect your cargo.
Let no man reach us!
Not the dog! Not the poor doggy.
Aha! Bringing fresh meat, eh? Come
On
here.
your guard,
Wanna
men.
Take a look. Silas.
Of course.
Only say the word, and I'll cut them down.
One moment there. Are you new? Who's your officer?
Engage the enemy!
All right, looks like they're all taken care of. Does that mean we still have to keep going? Or are we able to get off here?
All clear!
Oh, some of them are still alive. They'll no doubt have a big headache when they wake up.
Hold!
Evening, gentlemen.
State your business.
Delivery for Silas.
Go on then.
See? I'm freeing you just as I said I would. Now, if you'll allow me to explain.
And she's off.
Let her go.
But she'll give us away.
No, she won't.
What's the plan?
Free the captives and avoid detection.
What of Silas?
he dies.
We'll see her again.
I know when you're ready to strike.
I think they'll probably be suspicious of Hatham, considering he just took a dip in the water.
Greetings. How fares the watch?
Who are you?
Thomas Smith, newly recruited. Arrived from London just last week, in fact.
And you're to patrol with us?
So said Silas. I assume it's all rather straightforward. Watch for disturbances, ensure order is maintained. Merchandise?
You don't know, you don't need to. Just do as you've been told and stay out of our way.
Of course.
Okay, let's free the captives. Ah, man, I got detected. Well, I did get one group out. Maybe it will just make it to where I have to just work on the other two, since I managed to free one of them. Yeah, it's just okay. Yeah, it's letting me continue on, so Benjamin made me do all three again. Like, no, I got to this one with no problems. Okay, here we go. That's number 2, which means we got one more. Okay, looks like this one will be an easy one to go to. And voila, all 3 are released.
An hour of quiet was all I asked. Instead, I'm awakened not 10 minutes later by this cacophonous madness. I expect an explanation, and it had best be good. How? How did this happen? My precious merchandise set free! It's unacceptable! Rest assured, I'll have the heads of those responsible, but first we clean up this mess! Seal the fort, kill any who try to escape. I don't care if they be one of us or one of them. To approach the gate is to be made a corpse. Am I understood?
Okay, it's time to take him out now.
Push them back. Go on. We'll hold back the guards while you deal with Silas.
Human shield.
You shall not have us. Fighting skills like these. It's no wonder you were kept at guard. I'll deal with this, sir. There's still time for you to play. No man passes through the gate. Do you hear me? No peace here. Stop the interloper.
Benjamin, glad to have you with us. I could use some help. Back,
You gotta love the blocking and countering because it's so useful.
I'll fill it you like a cod.
Who are you? Name's Hatham Kenway. You don't know me, but I believe the two of you are well acquainted.
I made a promise to you, Silas. One I intend to keep.
So a bit of a glitch there on the side of Hatham, a bit.
What happens now?
Yeah, see, is
wait.
minute, but you can see it right at the eye.
But not for very long, I suspect.
Yeah, I didn't do very good at making it be a full synchronization, but oh well. Memory synced, sequence 2 complete.
It's been several weeks now since we freed the Mohawk prisoners from captivity. I had hoped their leader might make contact, but there's been only silence. My men grow restless. They want to know what comes next, and I do not have an answer. Lee alone remains active, pursuing leads, however slight. He stalks the city streets and scouts the bordering woods, hopeful that he might make contact with one of those we saved. There was a woman there that night. It was she who helped the others to safety. If we can find her, I believe I'll have my answers. So, I watch and wait, hopeful that my true mission might finally begin.
Sequence 3, Boston, 1755. And it's during winter time.
Hello, Charles. Any luck finding our mystery woman?
Word is she's been stirring up trouble just outside the city in a town called Lexington.
Well, then that's where we'll begin our search. I'll meet you there.
All right, we're off to Lexington. But no, in places like Boston during the wintertime, you don't want to run because there's a chance you could slip on ice. Because New England during the wintertime, you get a whole lot of snow, and I should know from experience. Snow's pretty, but it can definitely get real cold and icy. It's a shame that we're currently in. It doesn't snow a whole lot. Even if it does snow, it's like here for a day or two, and then it quickly melts. And we're not that far away from winter. And I can't wait for when it gets to winter because it'll get nice and cold. Ethan, why are you going into the well? You don't want to get frostbite in those wells. How far are we away? Okay, why am I running when I actually have a fast travel point right here? I should have just gone to the fast travel in the beginning. I didn't think we were that far away, but it turns out we were. Travel to the frontier, yes. All right, we got a horse. Where am I going? Okay, I'm going over here. I remember there being a tavern fight, I think. That's what we're about to do. I think we've made it to Lexington. Ah, here we are. And Charles Lee looks like he's freezing his butt off outside.
Have you found her? She's made camp not too far from here.
Excellent. Well, the sooner we're done, the sooner we can get out of this cold.
We'll move fast. I am afraid I have some bad news, sir.
Oh?
Braddock is insisting I return to service under him. I've tried to beg off, to no avail.
No doubt he's still angry about losing Pitcairn.
Yep, it does sound like Braddock is still mad at that and getting manure thrown at him.
In the meantime, I'll work on having you released.
I'm sorry for the trouble.
Not your fault.
The thing is, what a child. Yep, that, and also being allowed to live and not getting what he wants.
We're too late.
Fire's only just been snuffed. Snow recently disturbed. She's close.
Because back then, getting manure out of clothing took a hell of a long time.
Bollocks.
These tracks are fresh. They must be hers. Seems she took to higher ground. Out of the snow and into the trees.
Okay, it's a higher ground into the trees, so we'll go up here. I bet a lot of the British back then in this weather they were going, I can't take it anymore. I need heat. And then he goes over to the fire. Okay. She's somewhere in here. Wait, there she is. Setting up traps.
Wait here.
Wait! Come back!
Nice going, Charles.
You return to Braddock, Charles, before he grows suspicious. I can handle things from here.
But, sir!
But nothing.
Go! Stop running! I only wish to talk! I am not your enemy! Please just hear me out! Guardswoman! Only let me speak! Enough with these.
All right, we made it back to the camp. Okay, so we have to fight some wolves. There's still one left. It's a shame I had to do it to the wolves, but they left me no choice. I didn't want to kill the wolves, but unfortunately the game gave me no choice. And also, they were trying to kill me, to be honest. If I hadn't, they would have torn my throat out. Where is she? I'm making a game where we have to kill cats instead. If I remember, there are big cats in the game, so if I remember, we also do have to fight them. But mostly just for hunting. Just for hunting, because you do a lot of there is a lot of hunting in Assassin's Creed 3 and 4 and in Rogue, and plus you have to do a lot of hunting of other animals. Now sadly in Valhalla I have to go after a lot of wolves for the daily opal.
Are you touched in the head?
Me, Haytham.
Oh no, I have Valhalla.
I come in peace.
Why
well,
are you speaking
now I know
so
the future that awaits me. Yep, you'll be taking down a lot of rabid wolves.
What do you want?
Well, your name, for one.
I'm Gadzit Zio.
Oh, pleased to meet you. God's day.
Just call me Zio.
Dio.
Zio.
Zio.
Dio.
Now tell me why it is you're here. Where did you get this?
From an old friend.
I've only seen such markings in one other place.
Where?
Well, it is forbidden for me to speak of it.
I saved your people. Does this mean nothing to you? Look, I am not the enemy.
Close to here, there is a hill. Meet me there, and we'll see if you speak the truth.
Okay, so we have to head towards the hill. Oh, we're already at a hill. We didn't have to go far. I thought we had to go somewhere else.
That town hosts soldiers who seek to drive my people from these lands. They're led by a man known as the Bulldog.
Edward Braddock.
You know him?
He is no friend of mine.
Every day, more of my people are lost to men like him.
Then I suggest we put a stop to it. Together.
What do you propose?
That we kill Edward Braddock.
If I remember, okay, maybe this is where we get into a fight inside the building, because I remember that in this part. There was a fight inside a building, and we were able to throw enemies right at the tables and break them.
I don't trust you.
I know. Wait here.
The Right Tavern.
Is likely to raise suspicions.
Yep, Braddock.
Not muskets.
This is hardly the first time I've been amongst your people.
Yep.
I can handle myself.
A British person, yep.
I hope so.
One thing I remember is from watching a series called Sleepy Hollow, is I remember they had it to where one of the things Edward Crane, because he was during the time of the Revolutionary Wars, that said that didn't say the British were coming, but the regulars were coming, because by right around that time everybody was British, because we haven't left England yet. Yeah, it's a shame they canceled the series. I really did enjoy it. If I remember, I think I actually have the whole. I think I have the whole series on DVD. And I also really enjoyed watching the movie Sleepy Hollow.
Can't stand being quartered there. The endless crashing of the waves, the sting of the salt in my eyes, and the goddamn gulls.
One funny joke I remember in Sleepy Hollow is they had it where the guys who were trying to arrest the Headless Horseman, they went, "Freeze! Put your hands on your," and they realized they didn't have a head.
Smart too. Slap a fancy
Can he
name
hear
on
us?
something and all evil is excused.
I only know that it's a British name because Cylon and Captain Britain. Ah. You meet a lot of historical figures in Assassin's Creed. For example, in this one, we'll meet George Washington. Wait, how did I draw attention? I was heading over, and I only just simply was walking around.
Can't stand being quartered there. The endless crashing of the waves, the sting of the salt in my eyes, And the goddamn gulls shrieking and shitting everywhere.
You're sure that's where we're going?
Aye. The Bulldog's putting together another expedition.
That's what they're calling them now. Expeditions.
Aye. Smart too. Slap a fancy name on something and all evil is excused.
I hear tell the French are readying to move on.
Oh, right. That's where I was trying to head earlier before I said I got detected.
I'll wager our little holiday here is just about ended. We'll be marching south before week's end.
All right, eavesdrop successful, so I guess we're gonna leave. If I remember there being fighting.
Oi! Where you going, Cully?
Yep, there's time to fight.
No, the other cock robin.
Well, I was leaving.
Oh? And now?
Well, now... I'm going to feed you your teeth.
And you were worried I was going to be the problem?
Let's go, bar fight. It was such a barrel of laughs. Get it? Barrel of laughs because he went right into a barrel.
You're hurt.
Oh, it's nothing.
Here. I should stop the bleeding.
That wasn't necessary. But thank you.
We should move on. Meet me at Braddock's camp when you're ready.
All right, let's see. As soon as it lets me use the map, let's see where we're heading next. Okay, we're heading over here. But I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that part with the bar fight. That was fun, especially you get to knock all the enemies into tables and a barrel. I could have sworn I saw a horse. Was I going to take the horse and use it to ride on over? All we're missing with this scenery is we're just missing a log cabin and a warm fire. Whew, this water's cold. Oh, I thought I could hunt the rabbit, because I remember you can hunt rabbits in here. All right, let's start the mission. Oh, I remember this one. This is where we do some eavesdropping. We do some more of that. Do more eavesdropping on some British soldiers.
Having second thoughts?
Hardly. But I'll have to approach this carefully.
Go on then. I'll keep watch from here.
I can hide in that cart.
Yeah, let's hide in the cart. There we go. Now we just have to wait.
What's in the wagon? I need a full inventory.
As you wish. Let's see. 2 barrels of salt, 12 pounds pork, 10 pounds beef, 7 dozen eggs, 16 wheels of cheese. None of it French, don't worry. 5 bottles of whiskey.
None of it French, don't worry. What is that supposed to mean?
Blankets, a couple of feed to the horses. What else? That's it? That's all there is?
Those cannons are like to cause trouble. Perhaps I could sabotage them.
It'd be funny, like, if they were with all the food and everything, like, especially with the cheese, like, I decided to take a bite of it and they go, hey, why do these wheels of cheese have bite marks in them? Has someone been snacking on the cheese? I would go after the meat as well, but the meat is it's not cooked. Unless it was dried meat, then that's when I would do it.
He said a diplomatic solution was no solution at all. That allowing the French to retreat would only
Where do they think they are? The 21st century?
one in which they'd now have the upper hand.
There's merit to those words, as much as I hate to admit it. Still, can't he see this is unwise?
He doesn't well.
Wait, no, he was supposed to be assassinated, not punched. I was trying to assassinate him, not punch him.
Those cannons are like to cause trouble. Perhaps I could sabotage them.
Yeah, it's best I probably sabotage. Did I kill any guards using a weapon? Well, that's out the window, so... and sabotage the cannon. Okay, that's one cannon sabotaged. And I don't want to... Well, too late. I was going to go after the other cannon, but it looks like I'm going to have to hold off.
Why, George? What reason did he give?
He said a diplomatic solution was no solution at all. That allowing the French to retreat would only delay an inevitable conflict. One in which they'd now have the upper hand.
There's merit to those words, as much as I hate to admit it. Still, can't he see this is unwise?
It doesn't fit.
George Washington.
We're far from home with our forces divided. Worse, I fear Braddock's bloodlust makes him careless. It puts the men at risk.
We can't let George Washington see us.
Mothers and widows because the bulldog wanted to prove a point.
Where is the general now?
Rallying the troops.
And then it's on to Fort Duquesne, I assume?
I don't know who's voicing Washington. Wait. Washington, why would you let me get discovered? But, woof, like a good wolf.
Those cannons are like to cause trouble. Perhaps I could sabotage them.
Okay, let's try again and take care of them and hide them before I accidentally activate the eavesdrop. Because that's what got me that time, was because Washington exposed me. Time to take a little nap. Okay, we're gonna pick up the body and drop him in to the bushes. Now they get the cannon, and hopefully to avoid the eavesdrop this time and not have it to where these cannons will go off. Luckily, the snow will give me a cover because they don't see her. It gets kind of hard to see in a snowstorm like this.
Tell me you've good news. Braddock refused the offer. There will be no truce. Damn it! Why, John? What reason did he give? No solution at all. That allowing the French to
Oh man, I did not want to activate it.
inevitable conflict, one in which they now have the upper hand.
There's merit to those words, as much as I hate to admit it. Still, can't he see this is unwise?
It doesn't sit well with me either. We're far from home with our forces divided. Worse, I fear Braddock's bloodlust makes him careless. It puts the men at risk. I'd rather not be delivering grim news to mothers and widows because the Bulldog wanted to prove a point.
Where is the general now?
Rallying the troops.
And then it's on to Fort Duquesne, I assume?
Eventually.
Fort Duquesne, okay, so that's where he is.
There's a copy of the plans in the command tent should you wish to review them.
At least this will be ended soon.
I tried, John.
I know, my friend. I know.
That map
John?
will surely be of use. I need to find it.
Okay. And before we do that, we need to take care of the cannons, but hopefully that's where they're gonna stay. You don't have to worry about them anymore. But luckily we can just go over here. I'm sure they won't miss these. How is this gonna keep me covered? I'm trying to whistle. No, I don't want to pick up the body. I want to whistle. Okay, there's movements. Draw one of them over here. Knock him out. And that just leaves one at the entrance. Take a little nap. Brynjolf from Skyrim. Well, now we know who did the voice. Because that I did not know.
What news?
Braddock has left to rally his troops. They're marching on Fort Duquesne. It'll be a while yet till they're ready, which gives us time to form a plan.
No need. We will ambush them here near the river. Go and gather your allies. I will do the same. I will send word when it is time to strike.
Notoriety, you are now incognito. Okay, where are we going? Back over here. What's good is that when we do get Connor, one of the things we can actually put on Connor is the Edward Kenway outfit. So probably what I'll be doing is we got a lot of outfits to choose from. I'll probably be putting the Edward Kenway outfit on Connor, considering that we could be able to do that in Rogue, and it would only make sense for the Kenway outfit to be in, to wear the Kenway outfit in 3, considering 4, Rogue, and 3 are connected. Running through the snow. And the only thing is we do not have a sleigh. All right, we made it. Oh, not this one. Ah, there's the door. Five months later.
The cold, cold ground. Here, here.
Hard at work, I see.
How did you...
It is time. We've set up camp to the north. Meet me there.
Gentlemen, let us away.
First it was too cold. Now it's too goddamn hot.
Can it be back? Can we go back to the snow and ice, please?
It's a right swamp, I tell you.
To say nothing of the mosquitoes.
Warm weather and bugs are soon to be the least of our worries.
What?
I know swamps all too well.
Please.
The thing is, in New England, mosquitoes aren't the only thing you have to worry about, because especially in Maine, there are these little insects called black flies, and they are really annoying. And not to mention, when they bite you, they leave really big, itchy spots.
Pleased to spin a tale of my incompetence and beg forgiveness. He has a way with words, especially when it comes to flattery. I expect he'll be welcomed back with open arms.
Which would give us a man inside.
Precisely. I see you've been busy.
Yeah, those
All
flies
these
are
men
a
from many different
nuisance.
tribes, united in their desire to see Braddock sent away. The Abenaki, the Lenape, the Shawnee.
And you? Who do you stand for?
Myself.
What would you have me do?
Will you help the others to prepare? Follow. They come.
I don't know what
Everything
it
all
is
right,
about
sir?
those flies, but if you get big, you're
savoring the
like for example, your arm,
No
it will
doubt.
swell up really
Many
good.
wonder why it is we've pushed so far west. These are wild lands, as yet untamed and unsettled. But it shall not always be so. In time, our holdings will no longer suffice. And that day is closer than you think. We must ensure our people have ample room to grow and further prosper, which means we need more land. The French understand this and endeavor to prevent such growth. They skirt around our territory, erecting forts and forging alliances, awaiting the day they might strangle us with the noose they've built. This must not come to pass. We must sever the cord and send them back. This is why we ride, to offer them one last chance. The French will leave, or they will die.
Now's the time to strike.
Wait. To scatter the expedition is not enough. We must ensure that Braddock falls, else he's sure to try again. I'll disguise myself as one of his own and make my way to his side. Your ambush will provide the perfect cover for me to deliver the killing blow.
All right.
We await your signal. There, in front of us.
It's gonna be a little tricky.
Kill them!
Well, so much for not triggering conflict. Okay, we got the disguise.
How could anyone call this forest home? It's all mud and...
With the French pushback, there'll be a lot of opportunities for us up north.
This is a big camp. Ah, there's Braddock.
Sir, you are...
Edward. Not so fun on the other end of the barrel, is it?
Look out!
French troops.
Sir.
And Braddock is running.
Where are you off to, Edward?
Ah, got away. Need to get on the horse. That's what I need to do. Because once I do that... Well, Braddock.
I never took you for a coward, Edward.
Come on, then!
Not the horse.
Such arrogance. I always knew it would be the end of you. Is the end of you.
Don't. Hurry before he gets away! I said go!
Fighting with George Washington?
I don't deserve this!
That was easy.
Why, Hatham?
Your death opens a door. It's nothing personal. Well, maybe it is a little personal. Been a pain in my ass, after all.
But we are brothers in arms.
Once, perhaps. No longer. Do you think I've forgotten what you did? All those innocents slaughtered, and for what? It does not engender peace to cut your way to resolution.
Wrong. Whether we applied the sword more liberally and more often, the world would be a better place than it is today.
In this instance, I concur.
Requiescat, Captain Bache.
Farewell, Edward.
It showed that Edward was a member of the Templars. Because that was the ring he took off him.
It's done. Now I have upheld my part of the bargain. I expect that you will honor yours.
Follow me.
This will not be the first time you see the dwarf, and you will see it in Valhalla.
No.
But when?
No.
I cannot say.
You seem disappointed.
I thought that I held a key that would open something here.
This room is all there is.
I expected more. What do they mean?
It tells the story of Yotzitzizu, who came into their world and shaped it for what life might come. She had a hard journey, fraught with great loss and peril. But she believed in her children and what they might achieve. And though she is long gone from the physical world, her eyes still watch over us. Her ears still hear our words. Her hands still guide us. And her love still gives us strength.
You've shown me great kindness, dear. Thank you. I should go.
The Braddock expedition. And if I remember, that's the end of sequence 3. After a few days later. Okay, oh yeah, we still got a little bit, a tiny bit more before we go to Connor. This someone say is also there in Valhalla? Yeah. No, someone is not also there in Valhalla. I said the doorway, you know, that we just saw. That will also be in Valhalla. But sadly, we do not get to go in. It's just meant to be like an Easter egg, but when you reach it, I cannot say.
Sit. I fear our temple was no more than a painted cave. Although it did contain precursor images and script, which means we are close.
Not close enough, it seems.
We need to redouble our efforts and expand our order and establish a permanent base here. Although the site eludes us, I am confident we will find it.
Truth.
Hear, hear. Furthermore, I believe it is time we welcome Charles into our fold. He has proven himself a loyal disciple and served unerringly since the day he came to us. He should be able to share in our knowledge and reap all the benefits that such a gift implies. Are any opposed? Very well. Charles, come, stand. Do you swear to uphold the principles of our order and all that for which we stand?
I do.
And never to share our secrets nor divulge the true nature of our work?
I do.
And to do so from now until death, whatever the cost?
I do.
Then we welcome you into our fold, brother. Together, we will usher in the dawn of a new world, one defined by purpose and order. Give me your hand. You are a Templar. May the Father of Understanding guide us.
There's a bit of a shakiness with the ring.
May the Father of Understanding guide us.
Wait, what?
All right, sequence 3 complete. I think Desmond's about to be pulled out of the Animus. Yep. Coming out of the Animus.
You all saw that, right?
Wow.
Wow, indeed. The key must be the amulet Hatham took from London.
We might know what it looks like, but we're no closer to finding it. Desmond, you need to keep going.
Hey, he's your ancestor too. Why don't you hop in the Animus?
Really? That's your response? It's like dealing with a 6-year-old.
Desmond does have a point.
What is wrong with you, Desmond?
You want to know what's wrong? I'm sick of being treated like I'm not even here. Desmond, do this. Desmond, do that. Desmond, you better figure things out because the sun is going to turn us all to ash. And I know I was really nice to you, but actually I'm just another Templar plot twist. And yes, I would like very much for you to be controlled by a magic space wizard so that you can murder me. So there's your answer. I'm sick of being a goddamn pawn. I thought it might be different with you. I mean, you're my father, but turns out you're no better than the fucking Templars.
Don't you ever equate me to those bastards again. You hear me? Everything I do, everything I have done, has been for you. Maybe I pushed a little too hard, asked a little too much, but try and remember exactly what's at stake here. You need to get it together, kid. You're running out of time.
Right, that was unusual. Well, I'm just going to pretend that this never happened and get back to bringing everyone up to speed on where we stand. The news isn't good. It appears this temple is powered by a collection of, well, I guess they're batteries. You found one on your way in, but there aren't any more, at least not down here.
Any idea on where we can find replacements?
Not yet, so I intend to tiptoe into the Abstergo database. Now, if I can cross-reference these particular devices with their database, then maybe we'll get lucky.
Luck is all we have.
Obviously. Anyway, Desmond, you can either take a look around here or we can head back to the Animus.
We'll take a look around a bit.
What are you working on?
Lots of different stuff. If you're going into the field, we need
I want to say a couple of my favorite characters in Assassin's Creed have got to be Rebecca and Sean.
Thanks.
For what?
Because they appear in a lot of Assassin's Creed games.
I don't know. Everything. You've sacrificed a lot for me. You and Sean both. I mean, you upgraded the Animus, you helped train me, pulled me out of that coma. You put all that work into the database and helped me solve Clay's puzzles. I know I haven't been the easiest person to work with, and I'm sorry for that. I just want you to know that even if I'm shitty at showing it, I appreciate everything you've done.
You really think we'll finally get some answers down here?
Maybe. Talking to the First Civ has always been a pain in the ass, though.
Imagine what it must be like for them.
What do you mean?
They've been separated from us by tens of thousands of years.
There's a bit of an error right there.
Culture, possessed of an intelligence vastly superior to our own.
Because we should be hearing Desmond right now, not William.
As they have.
I don't know why they had to make this all so complicated. I mean, if they need something from me, they should just come out and say it.
I've been wondering about that myself. I get the sense Juno and Minerva didn't exactly see eye to eye. I'm studying everything I can get my hands on, but maybe you'll find something down here that can shed light on the mystery. What happened between them, and why?
What do you think's behind that door?
No idea.
Do you think it can save us?
The First Civ seemed to think so.
What if it's dangerous?
It's not like we have a lot of alternatives.
Oh, I've seen a hologram.
I don't know, warn the president?
And what's he gonna do? Who's to say he isn't in bed with Abstergo? Seems everyone is these days.
What if we went to them? To Abstergo, I mean.
I thought about it, actually. Showing
Yeah,
them what
that'd be
we've
a
seen,
bad
trying to
idea.
work together.
You can't trust
They must know
Abstergo.
so much more than we do, but
What is it?
it's possible they know exactly what's going to happen. That they want it to happen. I mean, for all we know, they're hiding out in bunkers right now, waiting for the world to end. And then when it's all over, out they come, ready to take control.
God, I hope you're wrong.
So do I, Rebecca. So do I.
All right, I should be getting back to work. Sorry, Desmond. Little busy right now. Let's talk later.
Okay, we talked to Desmond. Let's go. No, not Desmond. We talked to Rebecca. Now let's see if we can find out where Sean is. Oh, there's Sean.
Would you look at that?
What is it?
If I had to guess, I would say it's a counter. And judging from the iconography, I think it's safe to say when that's emptied, the end begins. Hello, Desmond. How's things?
Same old. Another day, another ancestor.
Who'd have thought you'd have a Templar in your family tree?
I think he started out as an assassin.
He did.
They must have turned him.
Right you are, in fact. I've been reviewing our archives, and it appears that Haytham's father was indeed an assassin, which means he was likely one too, at least for a little while.
What else did you find?
That fella from the opera, Reginald Birch, Grand Master of the London chapter of Templars, he and Haytham's father, a man named Edward, well, they were long-time rivals. Now, it appears Birch got his hands on Haytham at a rather young age, worked his wiles to convince Haytham to switch sides. Wonder how he did it. I'll see if I can't dig up more.
Well, for one thing, he killed Edward. That's how he did it.
Honest answer, please, Desmond. Do you think we're getting out of this alive?
I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty tall order. If the first Civ couldn't save the world, how the hell are we supposed to swing it?
We have some time.
We have less than 2 months. They had decades and a lot more resources. And the worst part is we knew this was coming for, what, hundreds of years?
History repeats, it seems. The first Civ was so busy with their war against us, no one even noticed what was happening. We get advance warning and then fall to fighting with the Templars. Lovely.
Hopefully, whatever's behind that door will make a difference.
And if it doesn't, well, at least we tried. Back to work I go. You should consider doing the same.
Okay, we talked to Sean, and finally we need to talk to William.
Yes?
Just thought I'd, say hi.
You have more important things to do right now.
Jesus, Dad.
What? What do you want me to say?
I don't know. Hi, son. How are you? What have you been up to?
I know what you've been up to. Nothing. You wasted away in some shitty apartment with a pointless job, while the rest of us were out there fighting to make a difference.
You are such an asshole. Are you thinking about hitting me again? Because this time, I will hit back.
Let's just get back to work, okay?
Okay, looks like he doesn't have anything else to say.
In the beginning, when we thought we could be saved, we sought to face the sun's wrath and contain it. 4 towers would be built to pull her fury into this place and dispel it.
Solar
But
flare.
even with all we knew, with all we had, it would take too long. 1,000 years we could labor and still the work would not be done. The first tower was never completed. The project abandoned. We moved on. But while we labored on other endeavors, a few returned. They thought to automate the process. Metal might finish what flesh could not.
Remember, we can't get a battery that's already in here.
If we could not meet the sun's cruel embrace, perhaps we might rebuke it. Already we could generate fields to protect us in times of strife. But these were small and simple things. To replicate them on a scale the size of a world, we lack the energy to make it so. Half the world, they said then. It is better than none at all. We tried. Again, we failed.
Well, yeah, but I mean, imagine how much energy it would take to make a planet-wide shield.
Even this we could not do. A sixth, an eighth, a tenth, they cried. The answer was still the same. Perhaps in time a city might be spared. But it was time we did not have. So we moved on.
I could have sworn there was a battery up here. Even the batteries, they don't appear until after I do the Animus. So I guess we head back in.
All right, here goes.
I still wish we had an Animus IRL, because that would be so much fun.
Zewajerda sriat dizax ne hatham. Raganero quaque unte zini toguenyo. Nek zi ohondo yo hawitu yat de haganeraque. Zinuero joqua templar alguego tadinyaro darhox. Ne onha at getsanis. Zigat get soon arian a higun sagandanu agat gato zine sagar scanex.
$1760. I can't pronounce the name of the village. It's hard to pronounce.
Zit one day star.
Onisa Jerdha.
Ya otana guanek guanek.
Radunhagedu, te wakari chirunyana. Runajagero nadaratu danu yagodunis.
How was? Nexi dosa izi nakahonda di yahaze.
Erdo is
Zawet di Jona wat stage. Gari wes wat geno harenyu tigo yorunya zawadah kwanya suma. Gonna skok na Johnny.
Playing a young Connor.
Zizohak ahondo dinyori yung garah kwatne.
Hi, Sta.
Hi, Sta. Zaga de Deriwasta. Zazah Dandi. Ha'o wa Zazah Dandi.